Hi people, it's not usual video for my channel and I'm not pretending to be an expert in this field, but all we know that due to lockdown sim racing became very popular, so I started to drive in different games with people, and it's much more fun and interesting than to race with bots. I had my Trustmaster TMX as a gift from my friends 3 years ago on birthday. It was quite okay, but when I got my fanatec clubsport pedals, it became difficult because I drove on the table something like this, and when I tried to brake, I slid it together with the chair. It was a little bit difficult, so I decided that I need some cockpit to build. I tried to build a 3D model with all ergonomics, and when I calculated the cost of aluminum profiles, it's like 5 meters plus all brackets and fasteners. It was like 270 euro. In the same time, Instagram showed me different sim rigs from different manufacturers. They selling from very cheap to very expensive, from unknown brands to very popular brands. So one of them was like cheapest one I could find. I bought the cheapest one on a purpose to show people what you can get for 300 euros. So it is the cheapest aluminum profile sim rig that I could get. It is a new brand. They just started to produce and sell sim rigs, so they have so low prices, and maybe a few months after they will get back to market prices. After all, now is Black Friday in November, and I got additional 10% discount for that. Also, I've ordered it together with extra mounting kit and to mount my pedals and steering wheel, and also side mounting kit for the seat. Seat also is cheapest I've ever seen. It's not real bucket seat like I wanted to buy from my work. It was very used with bad surface, but it was a real racing seat, and it was more comfortable that I get actually from SimXPro. But this one costs 130 euro, and it's not Alcantara, and probably I could expect that from the pictures on their website, but it's too cheap to have Alcantara. It's quite okay to sit, it's comfortable, but I need to build it and see how it is. Also, they have a kind of contract with shipping company DPD, and it is insanely cheap and fast. So I paid 24 euro to deliver 35 kilograms from Netherlands to Denmark, and it took less than 2 days. So Tuesday morning I placed order. Thursday morning I got the delivery, so it's very fast and faster than I expected. I don't know if they will keep this way of delivery or also do something more expensive, or usually it takes much longer time and it costs much more. As far as it's a new company, they don't have even one review on the internet and on the YouTube. I tried to find, but they only have their own channel on YouTube, but there is no reviews from other people, so probably it's the first review I do, maybe not. Whatever. I just want to show what you can get in such a cheap price. They have Facebook page and they answer very fast, and they answered on all questions I had, so it became clear and understandable, so I did know what I got. It was a little bit nervous because it's a known company, but let's see what I got. Parcel contains 3 boxes. Heaviest one, I guess it's 120 centimeters long longitudinal bars. Seat itself in separate box, and then I guess mounting kits and small stuff like so on. They say that it is adjustable in every direction, everything can be moved and adjusted with different angles, so let's see what we do. Well, that's the result what I built in my simrig from SimXPro. It is all built on such nuts and bolts, so you can adjust everything, literally everything, such as angles, height or positions. Everything is connected by these brackets. And in the end of each tube you have some plastic caps. I was worried about the height of steering wheel beam, but it seems like it's too high and it could be 25 centimeters shorter, so probably I can use it for holding my headphones here. The only question is to the seat, because it's not Alcantara. I don't know what is the surfacing, but I don't know how to clean it in future. The seat itself, it's not a real bucket seat, so it's just a gaming chair with some surface, and it needs some pillow on the back, and even with this pillow it's not enough comfortable. Maybe it can be solved by tilting more, but it is already on the maximum tilting position, and it was interesting and funny to mount the seat, because it means to be mounted. These brackets should be mounted outside, but if I do so, it is too wide and actually wider than the profile, and I cannot mount it. Probably I can, but it looks even more stupid than now. Probably I will buy a real bucket seat or design some my own tilting brackets, because it's not very comfortable. Of course, much more comfortable than I had before, but something I think about every time I drive. Like Black Friday gift, I chose a mouse pad, but I have no idea how to mount, so I did it like this. It is all mounted on rubber legs, so it's not damaging your floor. Pedals are mounted on the same bracket, so you can adjust everything, so height, angle and so on. So it's quite comfortable with my Fanatec clubsport. Then I have some box from IKEA to mount my monitor. Probably it needs to be special mount for monitor, but mine doesn't have any holes to do that, so that's why I have it like this. It definitely needs more tilting, because maybe for another people it's okay, but for me it's just wants to be something like this. And now I'm too vertical and my back is hurting. And then I have this pillow from IKEA, and when I use it I'm just too forward and touch my knees, but I think it's all adjustable, so you can do whatever you want. And also I will replace these brackets, maybe I will get used to. Well, let's try it, but we have one more thing to do before we start. Well, that's what you can get from SimXPro for 300 euro plus 130 euro for seat. They have many spare brackets and mountings and fasteners, and I'm not sure that I really need it, but for future maybe I will try to make some shifter mount by myself, because to drive my Honda Civic on Assetto Corsa it's not very comfortable to use pedals when I have to use a real shifter. So otherwise it's much better than I had. You remember it was like piece of shit, but now I can drive more consistent, and it really helped me to be faster, but most important thing is consistency, so I can put my laps in 1/10 of the second. Otherwise it's quite nice. And another cool thing, that when you touching the curb, usually your steering wheel base is vibrating to give you feedback from the curb, but as far as it's mounted together with your seat, you feel by your body all vibrations by the curbs. For example, when you're touching the curbs on the right side, you feel it on the right side, and on the left side also when you're touching it on the left. So it's pretty cool thing for the man who is not expert but who wants to have some comfort while gaming. And it takes a whole room, as you see, but I have it. So if you don't have a lot of space in your apartment, so it's probably not the best idea for you, but for me it's quite what I wanted, quite what I dreamed for and wanted to buy and build. So that's it. Thanks for watching. It's not usual video for my channel, so in future you will see more about racing, go-karting, and about my Honda Civic EK3. But this time it's only virtual racing, because last half year I didn't even do anything with my Honda Civic, because it was impossible due to lockdown, and I did a lot of sim racing stuff, so I wanted to share it with all the people, with you guys. If you like it, you can hit a like or subscribe and wait for some interesting content about go-karting and racing on track days on my Honda Civic. You can subscribe, or you can not do it, whatever. I will very glad if you will see my other videos.